gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Third Down Thursdays, the week before the special Thanksgiving edition. I'm Coach Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
That lovely man next to me, that is MJ. MJ, I have missed you. It's been like, 3 weeks since I've seen you? Oh, my.
It's the show before Halloween night, so it's been a month.
Oh, my God. I missed you.
I missed you too, man. I missed you too.
I missed your musk. I missed the way you looked at me.
Oh, Bruce. It's 7:01, Bruce. We're already.
Hey. There's the Usher song. It's 7:00 on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. There's a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me.
Hey, Bruce, it's 5:00 somewhere. You know what they say? Hey.
Yeah, of course. Bro. All right,
there we go.
Real quick. Before we go crazy tonight, because I have a feeling that tonight's just going to be absolutely absurdly chaotic and fun and just
no. Why would you, Bruce? I'm offended. Why would you make such an accusation about the 5 young dashing men on this show tonight? Like,
well, I don't know. I just got a feeling. But that being said, I don't know if you had an opportunity. I know that you were under the weather and everything like that last week, but I don't know if you had the chance to review or whatever from last week.
I was in bed asleep.
So I ended up picking the Green Bay Packers to beat the Chicago Bears 50-0.
You did.
I did.
What?
I did. And I was hoping for it.
You just want Matt Eberflus fired.
Oh, 100%, dude. I'm done with that.
Okay, yeah. He wanted the embarrassment game.
Yeah. So I also we'll get to it at some point, I'm sure. But no, I just to review real quick. I actually thought the Bears played a very good game. And by the way, thank you for the FaceTime call. I love how you thought. I figured you'd think that okay. So just so y'all know, I'm at my buddy's place watching the game, and no joke, right before the kick was set up, this is exactly what I said. I'm like, watch, this shit's he's gonna fucking miss. Like, it is what it is. Like, he's gonna miss. I'm not getting excited for this. And then it got blocked. And then no joke, like within maybe like 5-10 minutes later, I get a FaceTime call from this fucker. And the best part about it, though, guys, no, this is the best part though. Like, even MJ can attest to this. And I'm like, I wasn't even mad. Like, you saw my hat like kind of effed up because like I was just like I just put it up. I was like, I don't even know why. Like, but like, I don't know. Like, it was weird. Like, I wasn't like mad, but it was just like I knew it. And like, I even told you, like, I'm not even mad. It is what it is. Like, it was
the age old, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Like, I almost felt like you were like hoping that I would like say, oh, the Bears should have fucking won or blah blah blah. Like, I had a feeling, but like,
it was more. I'll be honest, it was more of a wellness check.
Oh, fair. No,
I really wasn't calling to gloat because, like, I said it on Sunday. I'll say it again later. Like, the Bears should have won that football game.
No, they shouldn't, because they have a terrible fucking coach with 40 seconds left in a timeout. And on the left hash, when your kicker doesn't even like the left hash, you decide to run the clock out.
Yeah.
Let's not go.
Very smart. Very smart guy. Super smart.
Yeah, let's not continue down that road. But anyway.
Fire the offensive coordinator, but don't fire the head coach that, like, other head coaches are making fun of nationally, publicly.
So I don't know if you saw my tweet, but like Thomas Brown had an amazing. So the offensive coordinator for Chicago, the current offensive coordinator for Chicago Bears, had an awesome press conference, and he said something along the lines of accountability and like just making sure guys. I'm putting guys in a position to be successful. And I've said that before on our podcast, saying like, a coach is supposed to put his or her players, in a position to be successful. So, and that's exactly what he said. And no joke, shout out. So Greg Braggs and I both had this. I actually retweeted Greg. Shout out Greg. Saying, are the Bears so far removed from a good coach that when I hear like a competent coach, I think that he should be head coach? Is it that bad now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying, and it's one of those things where like when the bar is set so low, then it's really easy for somebody to jump over it.
Exactly. It's like when you go to a bar and you're fucking hammered off your ass and you see a fucking 4 and she looks like a 10.
Something like that, yeah. That's
like right now. That's
not exactly. It's definitely not the analogy I was gonna make, but it's.
Oh
it's
no, okay, no, okay. Hold on, time out. I'll backtrack. Let's backtrack. I'll say like you see like a 6.5, and you think they're a 10, because like it's better than average.
But he grew a beard in the offseason. What more could you want?
Hey, and we addressed that last week, so like he could shave that shit now. I don't give a fuck.
He said it. It's not cool anymore. I don't like it. I don't care.
I said it last week. I was like, dude, I was fooled. I was fooled. I thought
not cool and manly anymore.
I thought the thought.
Just curious, did we pull up all the receipts that we have in the archives from everything amazing you said about this man while watching?
Hard
Knocks.
No, like I fully took accountability. That's something that he didn't do. I totally took accountability that like I was completely wrong, and then like Kenny was 100% right. I can do that. Honestly, they should have gotten Harbaugh.
Yeah, and you know what? They should get Ben Johnson in the offseason. You know who they're not going to get? Johnson.
All right, we're going down this road. I went off on this like last week, dude. It was so bad. But
you know who they're gonna
they're gonna probably promote someone in house. They're gonna end up promoting like they're gonna be like freaking like oh, he's been doing a great job as offensive coordinator. We're gonna bring him in as head coach.
Who was it? Who was it that they were like?
Anyway, but so last week, MJ.
Oh my gosh! You know who it's gonna be? You know who it's absolutely gonna be?
God, who?
Mike McCarthy.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. Actually, it's funny you say that because I actually saw that shit too, and I busted out laughing. I'm like probably
it would be the most Chicago Bears thing ever to be like, but wait, the Packers won with him.
I will, honest to God, rip down every single Chicago Bear thing I have in my house
if they hire Mike McCarthy.
If they hire Mike McCarthy. I will
fly up there and help you, man.
The only thing I will not rip down is the autographed Urlacher jersey and the autographed Ditka picture. Those are the only two things that I won't rip down.
They're immune.
I will just, they're immune. I will just put those nicely in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no. So so last week it was just a I went on like a pretty long, probably like 10-15 minute rant about the Bears organization being trash, and then me just all of a sudden saying like I don't give a shit. I'm probably not going to get media credentials for those fuckers anyway, so I'm gonna rip into them and let them know how it fucking is.
Yeah, they are pretty.
They tried. MJ, have you gone fishing before? Okay, we're doing. Yeah, have you gone fishing before?
Yeah, I love fishing. I used to go with my dad all the time.
Dude, I love fucking fishing. And like what the Bears did, the Bears fucking had a nice little fucking like an anchor, nice little fucking bait, fucking zoom, whoop, actually goes there. You go. And fucking, I was that stupid fucking fish that saw the fake bait, not the real worm, but some fake ass like purple and pink one. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, no, it was a green and gold one. And I was like, oh, look at the Bears. There's a green and gold like worm right there. Oh, I'm gonna nibble on this thing because you know what? They're actually doing pretty well. Okay.
Oh, yummy.
This looks amazing. Oh man. And then guess what happens? Boom, they pulled me in a little bit again. They tried. Yeah. But you know what though? I ripped off that line. Because there ain't no way my ass was getting caught again because I was done with that shit.
Woo-hoo!
We won't. Let's not go there. Anyway, all right, man. Like, congratulations to your Packers. Congratulations. We're gonna like. It's been since 2018 that the Bears have like. Dude, did you see the tweet? Okay, one more thing. Did you see my tweet? The Chicago Bears record against the Packers since 1994. MJ, since 1994.
They won like what, 10 games?
13-49.
Yeah, I was gonna say 13-47, but yeah.
13-49.
That's not even bad.
LaFleur LaFleur has 11 wins in his time with the Packers against the Bears.
LaFleur got there in 2019.
In 30 years,
Wait,
the Bears
he almost has more wins against the Bears than the Bears do against the Packers.
Don fucking strikes marble. Yup. Yay.
Dude, that's wild.
All right, we're done. Wild. Let's change the subject. I don't want to talk about this trash ass franchise anymore. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. Life's good. We're about 2 months into the promotion, so we're finding our groove.
There you go.
Running a business with 100 employees is hard, but it's fun. I like it. A lot of times people get promoted and they don't like it. I've still liked my job every time I've gotten promoted. Got good bosses, so I'm not like, completely screwed over and by myself.
Right.
So, work's good. Wife is good. Family's good.
Good.
Get to power bomb Psy once a week.
It is twice a week sometimes. I hate to break it to you guys. But it's almost always once a week. Occasionally twice a week.
Once in a while, he comes to my store for me to power bomb him.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. He's not coming while you're power bombing him.
No.
Good.
No. Let's not get too crazy now.
Let's not get too crazy.
What the?
But no, honestly, the only thing I've been missing in the last little while is golf.
I haven't held this in a while.
Get nice and personal.
Right?
My dad.
You know what, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. My parent. I think I told you about this in passing. 9 weeks ago, my parents got in a car accident. They're good, but I mean they're like, respectfully, they're like Medicare age. So when you get in a car accident, things hurt. That's just
you don't recover as quickly as you used to.
So my dad just got back to golfing last week, and I've been obviously very busy in the last couple of months. I mean and I don't mean this in like, obviously I'm glad my parents got in a car accident way, but like the timing worked out when my dad couldn't play golf, that specifically because of me starting a new position. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. We're back in business. But no, so I mean, they've been doing a bunch of PT and stuff. He wasn't even cleared to play golf for a while, and then he just, hit the range for a couple of weeks trying to make sure that like he's good to go, because it was specifically his back that
that's never good.
And it's just like, you super tense up basically.
Yep.
So especially for golf, not ideal. If we were shooting hoops, it'd be a different story.
Back still hurts.
Oh yeah, I mean, anyway, I mean, me and back injuries. I'm well aware with what that can do.
Any kind of back stuff, anything from the back is never good either.
Dude, when I hurt my back in high school, I literally couldn't even sit in a desk. Like that's how messed up it was. Like it wasn't even regular activity. It was just sitting.
The one thing I do miss about those desks back in the day is like
crack your back on it.
Yes, dude.
That was the good stuff, man.
100%.
So I was just sitting there. He doesn't even know what's up. No. They had like fancy little rolling chairs.
Now they got like those they got those desks that are supposed to like promote like movement or promote like brain
ergonomic activity.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah. Whatever. No, they have little bean bags because they want to be supported and taken care of. Man, screw that. You're learning algebra too. You don't need to be supported. You're gonna cry. Like, what do you?
Real.
You're learning about World War II and A push. Like, this isn't freaking recess. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Oh no.
I don't need to feel supported when I'm talking about like, death and destruction. Like,
you're not going up there. I don't know why you think that like you're gonna get any of my food. So I have like my food right here that I got a quesadilla and some fries. Yes, weird combination.
Big Papa.
But I gotta text my wife and let her know that the food's here. I forgot to do that. Whoops, babe. If you're watching, food's here. Whoops.
Food's here.
Food's here. But no, so what was I gonna tell you again? I'm glad your dad and mom are feeling better. Like obviously, like they're very good people, and I appreciate both of them very much. But that being said, I figured we can make the official announcement to let everybody know.
Yes.
Yours truly. My wife and I are expecting our second child in May. Thank you. Absolutely wild. I'm not gonna lie. Little freak. Wow, what a crap ass freaking kickoff. Absolutely. I don't want to say like scared because it's like I kind of know what to expect now, but it's like a buddy of mine on social media ended up saying he's like, dude, now you're playing it's man to man now, dude. You're not playing zone anymore. It's man to man. So
well,
I'm pretty excited.
You weren't playing zone. You were double teaming.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, you weren't playing zone. You were taking away the opposition's only play.
Yeah. Right.
Now you're playing like, man.
Right.
Now,
so but I will say though, like especially in the first like
you got family in the area? You got any family?
I'm sorry?
Not you got like any I mean, I know your dad's in the area. Like anybody ever
like, I have my sister.
You got people to like come over babysit once in a while, yeah?
Yeah, no, I have my sisters and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. So like no, you've been playing like cover 2 with man. Like you even got a couple safeties back deep just in case. Now like that's what you've been playing. Now it's like it's press man.
You know what makes it I'll be honest with you. You know what makes it difficult? And don't get me wrong, I love him. I love like she's fine. Like I don't mind her, but it's also having like an older pup that
true.
Makes it a little bit more difficult because he's like him being blind in both eyes, and we've gone down this road before.
On the Packers, yeah.
But yeah, no, man. Like I'm pretty pumped up right now. Oh, I should have bet. Is that Najee Harris? That wasn't Harris, was it? I can't tell. Yeah, no, I'm pumped about it, dude.
Glasses, old man.
Oh, it is.
You need some glasses?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm straight. But yeah, hey, relax now because my eyes are actually like surprisingly like really fucking good for being 40. But dude, like I'm pretty pumped though.
That's a deal, bro. That's a deal.
That's a good deal.
Shit. How about I'll let you babysit for a bottle of Fireball and a 12-pack.
I think that's a good deal.
But yeah, dude, no, everything's good. Everything's fine. Like work's going really well. Actually, just got another account in. So we're starting to kind of
there we go.
The ball is starting to like hopefully roll downhill. Because it's been a tumultuous 2 years of this position, but I think I finally started getting the hang of it a little bit better now. So
good.
Should be able to help all of us out. And I said that before, but it's starting to. But also having another child, it's like, oh shit. But but yeah, no, work's going well. Family's doing well. Puppies are good. It snowed today. Like it snowed like 2.5 inches. So yeah,
that's tough.
Bro, stop looking at Pornhub.
How does that make you feel?
About what?
Wait, is he? Hold on, let's check, guys.
No, I'm on. I can show you. I'm on. I'm on GroupMe.
Good boy.
Work.
I'm just kidding. You're fine. But no, man, everything's good. You know what sucks though? MJ, you know what's terrible? I have no Chicago sports to either watch or look forward to right now. The only thing I'm legitimately like looking forward to watching now is seeing if Caleb Williams like develops. That's the only, and obviously that's a huge thing, but that's it. That's it. Sucks. What time is it?
Doesn't suck as much as Connor Davis.
Speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the most electrifying segment in podcast history. The co-host of The Breakdown with Nate Ness. His name is Connor Davis with the Davis Division. Let's go. Is he coming in? Is it time?
There we go.
There we go.
First off, I want to say, Bruce, congrats That is the best news Chicago has had in recent memory. True. Better than any sports team you could root for.
I agree.
So,
I 100% agree.
So there you go. I mean, you're wishing for the production of Caleb Williams when you should be wishing for the production of your own child. Relax. Which I think your child's production will be a lot better because you don't have a QB wasteland as a household. Just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
But we talked about that last week. No, I got a couple things for.
Are we gonna have some fun? I think we're gonna have some fun tonight. I'm looking forward to you and MJ having a conversation.
It's gonna be a conversation. It's gonna be one of those conversations where MJ's gonna yell louder, and because he's yelling louder, he thinks he's
relax
gonna win the conversation.
All right, so hold on, time out, real quick. I'm gonna propose this, and I want to see if you both agree to it.
I'm gonna whisper sweet nothings into your ear, Connor. I'm gonna kill you with kindness. I'm gonna make you so happy and smile so much that you're just gonna burst from the seams in joy from listening to me dismantle everything within every individual atom of your brain.
Can you mute him?
No.
So what we're gonna do is this. Let's do, if you guys are agreed to it, we'll do 45 seconds maximum of each person making a point. Is that a negative? Is that
it's like a vice presidential debate?
MJ, I can't hear you.
About what?
So, like, when you guys decide to have a conversation about what we talked about in the group chat, we can have.
Well, that means you have to provide the topics, Bruce. That means you have to provide the topics. If you're gonna give us like 45 seconds to answer it, you got to be like, okay, well, why is your said player?
I have a few. What
were we talking about?
With that being said, Connor,
I was just firing away on the opposite of whatever Connor said all day. I wasn't really paying attention to what it was. I was kind of just firing away at the opposite of whatever Connor said. I've been in a contrary mood all day.
Connor, what you got?
That's fine. I got permission from Bruce to talk about this. So I'm going to start it off.
I love how he had to start with that.
Yes.
Oh, you got permission from Dad. Oh, what a good little boy.
Let me find it. Okay. Now, I just want to ask you guys if you know what this is. I'm going to pull it up, and because I didn't know what it was until the media made it what it was. But
yes. Yes, I know what that is.
Oh, I want to play it again.
I think there's a song that goes along with that too, isn't there?
Yeah, but I can't. I can't play the music. But the media is deeming this the Trump dance. They're deeming this a little Trump dance. I didn't know that's what it was until the media said something about it. I just thought it was a celebration. Really? Yeah, I didn't really know that's what they were.
Well, especially with the little golf swing before it.
Yeah, I saw that. I really didn't see that rendition of it until right now. So I didn't know there was a golf swing before it until like literally just right now. But honestly, I kind of want to why is this? So obviously people are saying like, they should not be able to do that after a touchdown, yada yada yada. This is too political, yada yada yada. Why is this an issue now? And it wasn't back in like 2020 and 2021 when the kneeling movement was.
This is a very slippery. This is a very slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope, but
I'm gonna make sure
that how you will.
I'm gonna make sure I dig my heels in and make sure I don't fuck up.
You want to go first? How about this, Bruce? You go first. If I feel like you're falling down the hill, I'll grab the back of your shirt and I'll start. I'll dive.
That. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't had enough beers in me to fall completely, but we'll see what happens.
This is why this is first, Bruce. This is why this is first.
So I don't think necessarily that it is as big of a deal.
Bruce, I like the goatee. Looking good.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it's the No Shave November, bro.
There we go.
So no, I don't think it's as big of a deal as what's been it's been construed as or been popped out as. Every team, every person, in my opinion, has their right to express their political belief, whether people are opposed to it or not. However, there comes the thought process with that of the NFL is is a private organization, and frankly, they are employees at the end of the day. So if there is a mandate saying that, like, hey, you can't be like having a political stance on something, you have to stop this. It has to be stopped because they're an employee, or they'll get fined. So that said, do I think it's it should be banned? No. Do I think that the situation that was occurring? What year was it? 2018. 16.
I think it was 16.
Was it that long ago? Dang, I thought it was earlier than. Yeah,
So,
it was. Dang, it's
no,
2016.
Like he was the last time, because I remember it based off of the last time he tore up Green Bay was 14.
So I'm gonna put it like this.
Last time he tore up Green Bay, and it was a couple years after that.
I'm gonna put it like this, and this is gonna be kind of controversial, but
that's what we do here, Bruce.
One movement caused a viewer decline in NFL games. The other one hasn't. The other one has seen like a boom. That's it.
Boom, boom.
I'm gonna slap you upside the head, Connor. Connor, you have to actually have muscles to be allowed to do that. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Yeah, get some biceps and then we'll talk. Okay, number one, it's called free speech. Shut up. Like if we're supposed to allow, let me put it this way. If
slippery slope.
If you're not supposed to be able to say, for instance, shut up and dribble, then there should be no reason that we should be concerned about this particular dance. Dances I'm concerned about is guys making gun actions at another player.
Exactly.
That's concerning. Like with all of the gun violence in this country, bang, sigh. That's like that's one thing, right? And I totally get that, especially for, anybody who came from a city that's had issues like that, around Chicago, Detroit players with everything going on there. Like, I get being concerned about that, right? Like, that's one thing. That's like violence type deal. Quite literally, they are inferring to a dance to the song YMCA. Like, at its core, that's what it is. If you're going to get mad at them
slippery slope,
then like
slippery.
Oh no, I will slide all the way. Like, I don't give a rip. And Bruce, you're perfectly right. At the end of the day, the NFL can do whatever they want. If they want it, dear goodness, sigh. Gosh, your thick thighs just getting in all sorts of wrong places. Dang.
Speaking of
Chris made a great point. If the NFL wanted to, they could say there's some sort of limit that gets around it and makes it so that dance is not allowed as a celebration. But you know what the NFL doesn't want to do is piss off like 60% of their fan base, probably more than that, given data, probably 70 plus, given the demographic of who watches the NFL every Sunday. Like, that would just be a horrible business idea. They could. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't agree with it, but they could.
Sponsors.
Yeah. Again, Bruce, you want to talk about slippery slope. That is a very slippery slope for the NFL. But at the end of the day, it's a great thing about this country, Bruce. And that's what should always be the great thing about this country, is that we get to do this show and talk about whatever we want. And because we own the platform, you know what? At the end of the day, if we want to say anything, we can say it. That's the great thing about this country, right? So if they want to dance, go for it. Like, at the end of the day, even if I wouldn't agree with it, there are a bunch of things you can do on the field. and have done on the field and will do on the field as celebrations and stuff. That doesn't mean that they don't have the right to do it. And that doesn't mean I don't have the right to say that I don't like it. It's freaking America. Get over it. It's just like the static butt that really gets it for me. Like there's no movement in those hips at all.
That's awesome.
Just not seeing them movement.
I do dislike the machine gun celebration. I hate that. That is
I mean, especially with like I said, with everything going on in this country, like really,
I think it's stupid. I think it's like we're gonna take away. We're gonna complain about a dance about like a YMCA and a president that won the popularity vote too, and what he does. Because he's big orange man, he saw like, oh my god, and then like you have other players that are like showing them like loading a gun, cocking a gun, and shooting a gun, and we're gonna be like, it's like, come on, like where are our priorities? What are we doing? What are we doing?
And Bruce, you know what at the end of the day actually makes me happy?
Mean tweets.
Well, yes, 100%. And I by the way, over the course of the weekend, this is totally unrelated. Over the course of the weekend around the Bears game, I lost like 60 followers.
Oh, shocker!
Because I fired there are a lot of Chicago people that followed me and do follow me, and they were not happy with me. But you know what's the great thing about what we've just been talking about for the last 5+ minutes?
I lost 30 people as friends on Facebook because of my.
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet you had a lot of Coors Light that night.
Oh, great. Anyway, go ahead.
But what's amazing is that in the United States of America, this is what we are concerned about.
Relax there.
Just real talk for a second. With all of the crap going on in this world, and I mean world literally, in the United States of America, we get to be concerned about whether or not an NFL player should be allowed to do the Trump dance.
Right. Perspective. Good call.
Like,
great call.
There are plenty of places in this world where people wake up every day and have to go scavenge for their food. And we are sitting here on a podcast in our air-conditioned and heated homes talking about whether or not somebody should do the Trump dance. Like, at the end of the day, shut up and be happy you live in this country. Like, that's all.
Amen.
Unless your name is Ellen DeGeneres. Anyway, next topic.
Yikes!
Football, fellowship, and food. The 3 Fs, baby.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, you ready? Next one. Y'all were talking about it earlier, and in the group chat, and then I told you not to talk about it before I got on. So let me give you some.
I'm trying to remember.
This is big. This is big news. If you're a sports fan, a college sports fan, this right here is big news. So listen up.
Oh, yeah.
Listen up. I'm full screen for this one because it's big. 5-star QB Bryce Underwood is the number 1 prospect in the 2025 class for high school football players.
Yep.
He's been committed to LSU since January 6th of this year. So let's say over 11 months, almost a year, he's been committed to LSU, right? As of today, he flipped his commitment from LSU to Michigan. You could say, oh, it's because that's his hometown, right? He's from Belleville, which is right outside Detroit. And, you could say that. So Jabril Peppers and Dax Hill are the only 2 5-star recruits Michigan has had since 2006. So the fact Michigan is getting a 5-star prospect for football is a little because it rarely happens. Now, Michigan also has.
Who was their last 5-star?
I just told you, Jabril Peppers and Dax Hill.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking at my bets.
That's fine. Michigan though, as of right now, holds a commitment for a 4-star quarterback in the 2026 class. So now you have a little bit of discrepancy here. You got a dude that just flipped, but you promised to do 2026. That was going to be your guy. So obviously you got a better recruit in a 5-star, whatever. Why did this happen? I mean, there's pretty much an obvious answer for it. What's your opinion on it? And do you agree with Deion Sanders and what he says about flip commitments on you got kids that can't even commit to their girlfriends? How are they going to commit to a college? Bruce, you go first.
Oh, you want me? All right. I don't mind the fact that he flipped, to be honest with you, because oftentimes you're getting these young men that are committing to these colleges when they're 16, 17 years old, 18 years old. And we got to take into consideration this. These young men are making a major decision and oftentimes a major financial decision that is affecting not only them, but also their families. So he may have seen a situation where at LSU, he's like, all right, maybe I'll go to LSU. I actually think partially the reason why he ended up leaving, like just going away from LSU, is because he saw some of the shit going on down there with what's his face? What's their coach's name again? Why is this in my mind?
Brian Kelly.
Like, don't say that around Jack, though. Don't say that around Jack.
him like fighting some of his like players or talking shit and like just and them losing, getting their asses like pounded last or 2 weeks ago or whatever. But I digress. Anyway, I just think that he's making the best decision that he thinks at this moment is going to be better for him financially in the future and playing time. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm a head coach of a program and I get a number one recruit, my ass is going to play the number one recruit. I don't give a fuck what I ended up telling that 4-star.
Yep.
I'm like, listen, I'll be like, listen, young man, like I appreciate like you know you committing to like Michigan, like this example to Michigan, but like it could be freaking University of St. Mary's Blind Eye. I don't give a fuck. Thank you for committing to this, but at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure I play the best player that's available. So, if you want, and this is you know what though, it works two ways. He has the opportunity to decommit and leave. Bye. Go ahead. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because now it works both ways. So I'm not mad about it. I think it should be entertaining, and I can't wait to watch Michigan kick the shit out of Ohio State.
Oh, Kenny! If only Kenny was here.
I had to. All right, go ahead. What you got, MJ?
Here's why I don't care, right? First of all, this young man is still in high school, okay? Right. As Deion said and Connor brought up, guys can't even commit to their girlfriends, right? And then you've got just the general idea of like, even my frontal cortex or whatever isn't fully formed yet, right?
25.
So like we're expecting a high schooler to have the same opinion through years, when the way it works now, you can get commitments so early. You can contact kids. There's NIL. Now we also have the transfer portal. So like Bruce said, even if it goes to Michigan for a year, he might be gone after that. So we're overreacting in a college football world where this is what has been literally preached, is you can go anywhere whenever you want, however you want, for however much money you want or are able to get. So yeah, Bruce made a great point. Maybe he just got offered more money. And for somebody who might be trying to take care of their family, it's like, well, if I take this money off the rip, then I can do this, this, and this for my family, and I don't have to worry about it. Maybe there's a better, I don't know Michigan. I really don't. So I might be perfectly wrong. Right. They're very well, compared to the talent that normally flows through LSU, there very well might be a better chance he plays year one at Michigan. They don't normally have star quarterbacks up there with those people that we don't like talking about on the program. LSU is much more likely to have guys in front of him that are going to play. So if you want to play right away, Michigan's probably the best bet. And in the day and age we're in, where you can get guys from the Senior Bowl who are from small school programs and they get really good attention, like with social media, with the internet, with everything that we have available to us and everything NFL teams have available to them, you don't have to go to, I'm sorry, Connor, the pretty boy little SEC schools. You can go anywhere and you can still get attention. You can still show your worth. You can still put good film tape out there. And you don't have to go to an LSU or a Bama or a Georgia anymore to be good.
Yeah, but the only and I actually do. No, I agree with you. I really do, and I think that's my frontal lobe's been developed for 15 years.
That's terrifying.
That's crazy.
That's terrifying.
That really is crazy. But I just
frontal lobe's been developed since I was 9.
I was 4.
Wait, your frontal lobe has been developed since 2009. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Accurate. And I've been trying to
get frontal lobe is as old as iPhones.
Man, you're developing as time goes.
That's fucking hilarious.
No wonder you got such a big head. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I don't care. I got a huge head. I don't give a fuck. It's 7.5, bro.
I do want to note something else.
I got a 7 5/8.
I do want to note something else though, because I understand what MJ is saying, but why don't we change our verbiage? When I say commit, I mean I'm doing that 100%. This dude's been committed to a college for a year. Should we change the verbiage in commitments because now it's getting a little...
The only thing you need to change is your shirt, you banana looking boy.
Hey, this was under a hoodie all day.
That's the reason, Connor. That's the reason why it's called a verbal commitment.
I was gonna say, did he break some contract that I don't know about?
So it's a verbal commitment. It's not official until the official signing day.
Yeah.
So while to commit, like it doesn't mean it could be it's just a verbal commitment. It means jack shit.
I don't know if he's been signed or not.
And frankly, it's like it really is more of the commitment is more from the school to the player than it is from the player to the school, in my opinion. I've always
they most definitely have had a signing day already for.
Of course.
That class.
Signing day. If I remember correctly, signing day usually occurs in February. The official signing day is in February. Verbal commitments can happen.
Because I know State has signed a couple players already, like towards the beginning of the season.
Signed.
Well, that's what they say. They say signed.
I mean,
so I don't know. It's just it's big news because you're the number one dude. You are the guy that the entire country is looking at, and when you
regardless of where he goes, honestly, and this is the only thing that I actually disagreed to an extent with MJ on. Regardless of where he goes, whether that be a Big Ten, SEC, ACC, fucking Mediterranean, fucking Australian League, flag football league, or whatever, he's gonna be starting because you're the number one player, ranked player in the nation. There's no way you're sitting behind fucking anyone, and if you do, like that coach needs to be fired on the spot right there.
Well, I can give you an example of a top 5 recruit sitting.
Is it a quarterback?
Yep.
Who? Well, top 5. No, hold on. Hold on. You said top 5. I want number 1.
Well, he's number 1 quarterback recruit. He might have been the number 1 recruit. I don't remember.
Yeah, but I want number 1 overall recruit at the quarterback position because we all know that's the position. That's the number 1 position in football, and frankly, I think that's the number 1 position in sports.
You might be right.
Look at me making sense.
Number 1 position in sports.
He could be. I mean, we're going to talk about the QB position and not too long.
The only other position, in my opinion, excuse me, the only other position that might rival it to an extent would be the catcher position.
No.
Was Bryce Young the number 1 recruit?
Not the way Major League Baseball runs right now.
Fair. Okay, that's a fair point too, because like in my mind,
maybe in like 2000, but they don't call their own
like
pitches
that old school, like without the speakers and having to fucking or without like the mic and all that shit.
The pitch comm, yeah.
Yeah, like he's right.
Yeah, like if you're talking even getting towards like Buster Posey era,
right?
Like Buster Posey was a incredible force as a catcher, but nowadays, like Cy, who's even the best catcher in baseball
right now?
Is it the Baltimore kid?
It would be Adley Rutschman, yeah.
Yeah, and like
he's the ball. Yeah, good call.
He's really much more known for his offense. Yes, he's a good defender, but
he's a good defender, but he's a switching catcher.
Right.
Not a lot of people do that.
Right. So like maybe old school baseball, but I don't think.
So like, what's another position in sports right now that rivals like a quarterback position?
You could argue the point guard in basketball, but then there's ways where, yeah.
It's 5 to 11 players.
Exactly.
You can't. I mean, Bruce might be right.
It's really just, I would really just say it is the catcher position in baseball. Is the only thing I can really argue.
That's the only one that I can think of, like right now.
Jack said fullback.
Oh, Jack, you mean like Taysom Hill?
Oh yeah, Taysom Hill.
You mean like Swiss Army knife of the South, Jack?
The best Mormon.
Okay, like if we're let's
say 34-year-old dancing diamond.
Hey, that
46 fantasy points.
Didn't he just have a 70-yard like touchdown like run or some shit like that last weekend?
Taysom Hill broke several records that game.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, you got another one for us?
What, 200 all-purpose yards or something?
Yeah, I do have another one for you, but before we get into it, I would like to have a little bit of Jeff Ratepney's homeowner insurance.
Love it.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff Ratepney at 704-464-4544, let him know that Third Down Thursday sent you and tell him that, I don't know, just tell him hi because he's going to hook you up with some great insurance.
Oh, God, he is.
Tell him to put my bestie in this stream. That's what you need to tell him.
What? Okay.
Oh, look at this guy.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I love you guys. MJ, I miss
you. This guy.
Guys.
What's up, buddy? How we doing?
Man, I'm okay, man. I miss you guys, man. I really miss you guys. Bruce, congratulations, man.
Oh, I appreciate you, brother. Hey, are you when you
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, you cut now. I didn't hear you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you. Are you coming to Chicago?
Yeah. I'll let you know when.
Yeah, let me know. I would love to fucking meet up and then go grab dinner or something.
Whoa. You said you like to fuck? Wait a minute, hold on.
I mean,
hey, he already did. You gotta get on the way, baby.
I got it.
Hey,
MJ, I got him.
You did.
I got him.
I hate you all.
They got him from the dark. Hold up.
Unreal, dude. Unreal. But anyway,
look, hey, I'm not home yet. Nika really wanted to tell you congratulations because she was like, "Wait, Bruce, is Bruce's daughter a year yet?" I was like, "I don't know."
She is. She's 19 months.
Man, she was just like, Bruce ain't playing no games. I was like,
hey, bro, when you turn 40, you got to get it over with.
Oh man,
I'm not getting any fast. I'm not getting any faster. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something's getting faster.
Shut up, bro. So wait, hey, have you guys found out?
No, not yet. Not yet. We'll
Just
find
know
that.
this.
We're finding out in just next month. We're finding out, and then my sister is actually getting. She's gonna get the gender stuff, and then we're gonna do a reveal and everything.
Now, just know this: when it's revealed that you're having a mini you, listen, you can't get mad when things start breaking in the house. You cannot get mad,
Stupid, bro.
Bro, you cannot get mad.
For real.
Hey,
I can't wait.
Bam Bam.
Hey,
little Bam Bam, man.
Little Tasmanian devil gonna be running.
That's awesome, bro. I haven't heard Tasmanian devil in so long. That's hilarious. That's awesome. All right, real quick, Nate, who you got this weekend? Lions beating the Colts.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You got the Colts covering?
I don't know though. What's the spread?
I think it was 7.5 last I looked.
Only 7.5.
Only 7.5.
They just
for whatever reason, there's a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people picking the Colts to cover.
You know what? I don't know. They
what?
just beat Jacksonville like 52-6, didn't they?
They kicked the shit out of the Jaguars.
Hey, Nate, you know what they finna do to the Colts?
Do it again. Do it.
Oh
yeah,
God.
give it another one. Give it another one.
Give it another. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
My man. Hey, Bruce,
when
man.
you know, you know.
Wait, hey, Bruce, are you okay? Because how the hell y'all lose that game?
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. No, honestly, I've gotten to that point, Nate. Hey, for real. I've gotten to the point now where I'm just like, I actually predicted them to lose. Like, I actually was saying before he even kicked it or before it was blocked, I was like, he's going to miss this field goal. Like, I am currently, you've seen the movie Major League, right?
Yes.
I'm that guy, dude. Back the truck up, back it up. Like, I am him right now. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no.
Nate, I miss you, man.
No, there's no
I
wounds
really miss you guys, man. Like, I really miss you guys.
Oh, look at you.
You just need to yell at this little banana boy below me. Yell at him more often to get the link. I'm sorry, Nate. He looks like the color of his own wall right now. I can't stop making fun of him. Like,
why? What is wrong? Why?
Well,
because he woke up and decided to be what he eats all the time, and that's bananas.
All right. Well, hey. We gotta be matter of fact.
Bananas are cheap and affordable.
Hey, we gotta be matter of fact about this, real quick, Nate. The thing is, Connor already admitted that he wants to go on the banana boat.
Connor, you said that for real?
Yeah, dude. Connor wants to go on the banana boat.
Nate, you heard the old adage, you are what you eat, right?
Hey, whoa, Connor, think about this.
Think about this.
Think about the path that you're. No,
he's talking to me like I'm about to just fall face first from a building.
Yeah, no, that's the point.
Yeah,
like I'm just about to eat my demise.
I mean, you look like you're stuck up on the wall. So,
oh my
God,
represent.
I get money from this organization to go to school here. I gotta represent.
Yo, hey, you guys watching this Steelers Browns game right now?
Thankfully, no.
It's well, you know what's awesome? It's like it's snowing and shit. And by the way, I pounded the under on this game. The over under was at 36.5, and I pounded the under.
Good boy.
Anyway,
hey guys, it's gonna be some movement. It's gonna be some movement in the next couple weeks.
Excuse me.
It's gonna be some movement with some teams. Hey MJ, MJ.
Okay.
Oh, what the shit, bro? Well, let me know what's going on.
Bruce, you too. Bruce, it will be in the group chat.
No, that's cool. No, you already made your point, dog.
No, I'm putting. It's going to go in the group chat. It ain't going in just one person, but it's going to be some moves.
I'm just messing with you.
Hey, some moves.
Okay.
Some pretty big moves.
You got the moves.
Are you talking about on the sidelines, as in a coach, as in somebody with the last name Eberflus?
Coaches and players.
Cut.
It's going to be some casualties on Black.
You talking about the double D?
That too. That's like one of the main ones. But the problem is with that one is that if they let that person go, he's not going to be unemployed for a long time.
Right.
And you never know. It's some things that's on the verge of happening in the Mile High.
Yo, that team, by the way. Hey, Bo Nix, who called it, by the way?
You can't say that name. You can't say that name.
It may be some moves happen. It's from yesterday's meeting. It's a lot of things are getting ready to take place.
I like it,
and I don't think it's going to like how it was said by a certain individual. It don't look like they're going to wait to the end of the season.
Aaron Rodgers getting benched?
No, don't say that shit, because I need him in fantasy right now.
You know there was a meeting that they wanted to bench him, right?
Yeah.
There's a certain QB that's never been benched in his career. Just saying.
Caleb Williams?
No, a QB that we're about to discuss whenever we get chaotic.
That's the thing is like I'm not even passionate about that. I just wanted to give you crap. Oh no.
Oh wait, real quick. I got so one of my former players tweeted this out, and I actually thought it was kind of interesting. So I want Nate to hear this too.
Okay.
Okay, hypothetically, if Aaron Rodgers did not win his one Super Bowl, would he be regarded as one of the most overrated quarterbacks in NFL history?
He's already regarded as one of the most overrated quarterbacks in NFL history with the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. Just to be honest with you, because, again, MJ, please don't hate me for this, but this is just, again, the reality of it. There is no reason why Aaron Rodgers shouldn't have at least won at least 2, maybe 3 other Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The teams that he's had. And one of the things that I point out vividly is
did you ever watch the Packers play defense from the years 2011 to now?
Who's the NFL?
Wait, we can't say that, because in 2014, when they were supposed to go to the Super Bowl to play the Patriots, they had Seattle in the 12th man, the place where it's hard to lose with the Legion of Boom. Aaron Rodgers had that game. Like, really, really had that game. And
he's had a lot of games he's choked.
And another year was one of the things that made me so mad was the fact that when he had Tom Brady his first year in Tampa, remember when Tom threw back-to-back interceptions and he couldn't score?
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
Remember that? Y'all remember that? And then the I guess you could say the head-scratching play was, it was like 3rd and goal, and he had a free lane to take it in for like a 5-yard touchdown run, and he didn't. So
NFL scripted.
Shut up, Connor.
That's Banana Boy. Thank you very much.
But he should. There's no way that Green Bay team, okay, maybe winning 2 or 3 more Super Bowls, but should have had at least like 2 or 3 Super Bowl appearances in Green Bay. I feel
preaching in the choir. Like, their defense was horrible. Like, Nate, I know what you're saying, and like I watched plenty of it, but like
that 2014 Green Bay team, that team was amazing.
Yeah.
That team, and to see what they did in the was that was an NFC Championship, wasn't it? Or was that what they did in that game in the NFC Championship is going in Seattle, and they were dominating.
Yep.
Seattle was 16. Seattle was 16.
16? Was it 16?
Yeah. Seattle was 16.
Okay.
That was the Brandon Bostic. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers, definitely should have been on the hands team. Definitely should have. A-Rod should have been on the hands team. He should have been getting that done.
All of the years, just they've had amazing regular seasons and just like Dallas choking the playoffs. I mean,
but yeah, let's not talk about the game where he single-handedly took down Dallas and made one of the most incredible throws you'll see in the playoffs ever.
I'll be honest with you, that was probably that right there is probably the greatest. No, after the helmet catch, Super Bowl in Eli. But other than that, that was probably one of the most spectacular throws to go against his body, and make a throw down the sideline and get in field goal range. We can never talk about
that. Wasn't the Dez Bryant game, right? No,
that was 2014.
Yeah.
What about when he took went into overtime with the Cardinals and lost? We made that.
That was
no, that was
when he made the Hail Mary to put in overtime.
Which overtime? There were two.
Were there 2 overtime games?
There were 2 overtime games with the Cardinals. 2009 was his first year.
Because he threw one. Yeah, he threw a pick six. He threw a pick six to Carlos Dansby.
That was Hail Mary, and they lost. They went to the playoffs, lost in overtime to Kurt Warner. It was like a 51-48 or something crazy like that. Then the second one, he literally just had the ghost of Jeff Janis and Richard Rodgers, and he threw 2 Hail Marys.
Why aren't the Browns giving Nick Chubb the ball more?
One to Jeff Janis. That's why I make the argument I make that I don't care about winning when it comes to that discussion. It is literally just he's the greatest thrower of a football I've ever seen. Like I will recognize.
That's the only. I can't argue that with you because his arm strength, his arm talent is second to none.
Should he have won more Super Bowls? Yes. Did his defense choke a lot? Yes. Did his special teams choke a lot? Yes. Was Mike McCarthy a really bad play caller at the end? Also, yes. Should Rodgers have been able to get through some of it? Probably. But what is he the greatest thrower of a football I've ever seen and ever will see? Probably, other than Patrick Mahomes at this point.
I'm about to say Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Mahomes right there.
Yeah, but even like Mahomes having a worse season right now than Rodgers ever had up until New York.
And this is the crazy thing about it because we were talking about this yesterday, Connor. Patrick Mahomes, his stats are just well below what the norm is, but they're still finding ways to win games. But that's
their defense. Their defense is nasty.
Imagine if Aaron Rodgers in his prime had a defense that didn't allow more than 28 points for 31 straight games. Do you understand what he would have done?
Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't help when your quarterback's also leading the league in interceptions.
No, but I tell you this: the thing that has haunted Aaron Rodgers was A-Rod always wanted to be the highest paid at his position. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. But when you take on being the highest paid instead of spreading that money around, man, you're
gonna see that. You're gonna see the same thing with Jordan Love, taking that money away from everybody else and. I'm just kidding.
They have some of the most cap space in the NFL right now.
Like y'all know Patrick Mahomes just redid his contract again.
Yeah, he did.
My God.
I mean, I get it, but like also at the end of the day, is their job to make their money. Like, I'm not going to blame them at all.
Yeah, but you know what they do? Like what a lot of teams are doing now though, they're kicking back all the money to they're kicking it either up to signing bonus type shit, so that way they front load it.
Yep.
Or so what they'll do is they'll front load it with signing bonus, or they'll end up like kicking it down the road and extending it to I can't remember what the fuck the term is.
Void years.
I'm sorry.
Void years. It's the void years.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Again, that they've been saying that I learned that when I was doing like the internships in the NFL as far as the contracts, which is why I would say this, and I don't know if y'all agree with me, but okay, Bill Belichick, when it came down to it, he was damn smart and ahead of his time until they changed the CBA where it forced you to spend 90% of your cap. Up until then, Bill Belichick was the genius of always staying underneath the cap, far underneath the cap.
He was the money ball of the NFL.
My gosh.
You just fucking like keep rolling it down.
Yeah, I mean, when you got little white boy Danny Amendola and Julian Edelman, and like they make
Wes Welker, baby. Wes Welker.
But see, the thing about it was, and when I learned this was that they were still making money, but in incentives, because New England was always going to the AFC Championship every year, so they were making all of that money and some. If you play all the games during the regular season, make it to the AFC Championship. We're not gonna talk about the Super Bowl, but if you make it to the AFC Championship, hypothetically, you're making all of the money you missed times 2, sometimes.
You know what's wild? And you know what's even wild about that? Nate? And you can either confirm this or not. But some of those incentive-laden contracts are also insured by the team. So if the player ends up getting that incentive or hits that like marker, it's not necessarily the team that's paying for it. It's the insurance company that's paying for it. It's the insurance company,
but it's insurance. Damn, how you find that out, Bruce?
Dude, I'm not dumb, bro.
No, and that's true. The insurance company would take on the percentage of that incentive. Like they'll take on the incentives and whatnot, and take a high percentage or take on a high percentage of it, which won't go against the team's cap, and the ownership won't have to come out the pocket.
Correct.
Damn, Bruce is smart as shit.
Hey, Bruce, I know you're smart and all, but how about that secret deal that Matt Eberflus signed? How's that looking now?
So actually, it's funny
how's that looking now?
So no, it's funny you say that, by the way. So there are leaks in the Chicagoland area that are starting to kind of trickle out onto on the radio and whatever, talking about him actually getting an extension, and he got a 5-year extension. So currently, right now, he has 2 years left. 2 years left on that. So he actually did hit, and he did get an extension.
That is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard in my life.
No, dude. Like I think it.
Nate, please. Nate, please.
I think it happened. I think he did get an extension.
Oh, before I go, because I gotta go. Yeah, be on the lookout for some. It's gonna be some interesting stuff getting ready to happen.
I agree. No, and hey, let's not get this twisted. I don't want him as the Bears coach. But I do think an extension was given to him at a certain time during his tenure as the Bears coach.
The extension. You want to know why the extension was given to him?
Why? Because the McCaskies wanted a nice guy?
No, not just that. It's always an extension given to a coach right before he's getting shown the.
True.
Because what I just found out too yesterday was that we do assume that all NFL coaches, contracts are guaranteed, which in most cases they are, but they can void those years of the contract.
Yep.
They can void those years of the contract. And I guess you could say prorated to basically negotiate the ins and out of it. The only thing about it is, and I'm still learning this, that when it comes to the college game, that is really the tricky one.
But we can't hear. I couldn't hear you, Nate.
So, it comes to the college game, that's the tricky one right there. That's the tricky one.
Still couldn't hear you.
That's the what?
College coaches.
College coaches, Nate. What?
Their contracts are really.
They're not. They are guaranteed.
Their contracts are guaranteed and tricky.
Yeah.
That's why you have high buyouts.
Because some of them are state employees.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go, guys.
Bye, Nate. Nate, let me know when you're in Chicago.
Love you.
Love you too, brother. All right. That being said, real quick, Connor, please run another amazing insurance ad for us, please.
I will. Gladly.
Appreciate you.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery, Shh, sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And when you call Jeff Wertepney at 704-464-4544, let him know that Al Michaels should really close his suit jacket because, man, that was not a good thing to look at.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right, so, Connor, we have some fun coming up right now, correct?
Yeah, but do you want me to talk about what you had me pull stats for?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, please. Yes, definitely.
Okay. So you wanted to talk about I don't want to say historic low, but in recent memory, it is a historic low of
correct.
viewership in the National Basketball Association. So I pulled a little statistic for you, if you don't mind me sharing it before you go on and give me your thoughts or whatever.
I love it. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Hopefully I got the quote you wanted me to pull as well, but I got a couple numbers.
If not, I have a rough memory of what it was.
Okay, well, it's not really that big of a quote, so hopefully I got it right. So, but I do want to say that since 2012, the NBA has lost 45% of its viewership. That is crazy. That is insane. And honestly, we can talk about what the issue for it is. And you can say, look, this has been an issue since 2012. We just said since 2012. Well, the commissioner, Adam Silver, seems to think it's only this year that's an issue because he said, and I quote, the issue is the election and the World Series. That's the only reason viewership is down because of the election and World Series. That has nothing to do with anything else. I mean, I think politics are involved, but I don't think it's the election that's the viewership is declining. But if you go back to this past year's NBA Finals, it's the worst game in terms of numbers since 2021, but it has the lowest viewership at 11 million, and that's the worst since the Spurs swept the Cavs in 2007. So we haven't seen that low of viewership since 2007 in an NBA Finals for a game one. What's the issue?
Lack of Curry and LeBron.
You know, MJ, if you want to run with this first, you can. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you got way more on it, so I'll go first and then let you do what you got to do. The biggest thing, and I think this is part of yours, so I don't want to steal your thunder, is just the lack of abilities to watch the NBA. You know, as an NBA fan myself, unless it's on ESPN or TNT, it's really hard to watch. And even then, like if you don't have cable, it's hard to get access. It's a mess. Bruce is way more into the cable world than I am, so I'll let him go on that. But it's just like, unless it's the stars, the parity in the NBA is not good. The average NBA game is not as entertaining as, say, the average NFL game. There are more games. It's in the middle of football and baseball. But baseball fans who watch every game do it because they're diehard baseball fans. A lot of basketball fans are more fans of a player or, a lot. And not to say that there aren't diehard basketball fans. There absolutely are. Arenas are packed every night. So I don't think it's a basketball love issue because we're not having attendance issues at NBA games unless the team is just horrific, like maybe the Wizards or someone like that. But so I don't think it's a lack of desire to watch or consume NBA content. Like NBA social media accounts are at all-time highs, but actual viewership of the full games, I think a lot of that also comes down to the analysts that are involved. The majority of NBA analysts right now are former players. So the content is so story-based and there's a lot of lack of actual breakdown and like good entertainment. The lack of just good analysts when it comes to the NBA right now are just not as good. And one of the best is now coaching the Lakers. So it's just hard. The product put out when you do have the chance to watch TV right now also just isn't as good objectively as it used to be.
Agree. No, I agree. I think you actually articulated that very well. One of the other things that I want to add on to that is what do people love all the time when they're watching a show, when they're watching even sports or whatever? They love a great storyline.
Yep. I was going to say drama, but yeah.
You're right, that too. There is zero drama. There is zero storyline in the NBA right now. The only storyline that you can even kind of manufacture, because yes, I'm sorry, it was manufactured, was having LeBron James' son be on the same court as him. That was the only thing that you could really like conceivably have out there that, and like it intrigued me. I tuned in. I wanted to watch that because honestly, that's pretty cool to have have your son being on the same basketball court as you. I think that's phenomenal. Like, and this is I'm not even throwing shade at LeBron at this point at all. I actually think I commend him for the longevity of having even an opportunity to give his son to be on the Lakers. Like, I think that's awesome. Saying that, one of the cool things that, and I'm gonna pull old man yelling at the clouds on you guys right now, so I apologize. But one of the coolest things about the NBA back in the even in the 2000s was you would see just like animosity, anger, and whatever towards each other. You know, oh, buddy, I played on your same AAU team, or oh, I played against you in AAU. Oh, it was so much fun. It's really cool, man. What up, dog? Yeah. Like, you actually saw guys going at each other because they wanted to say, I'm better than you, and I'm going to prove it to you tonight, right now.
Now Draymond Green does that, and he gets kicked out of the game every time.
True. Okay, fair. And like, but you know what though? Like, he's a dying breed because you don't see like the only guy. Okay, so right now, currently, like, I don't even think like you'll even guess this, but I want to give you guys all the opportunity. Who is my favorite player in the NBA? Actually, okay, there's a 1A and 1B, but like my number one guy. Who is my favorite player in the NBA currently?
Anthony Edwards.
Correct. Why?
Because he talks a lot of crap.
Trash talker, wants to beat people.
He's an alpha.
He's an alpha. He's a competitor. Like, I love that. Like, in my 1B, guess who my 1B is? Jimmy Butler.
Well, yeah.
Like, I love guys that are like that. And it's not taking anything away from like those guys. Like, I like Steph Curry. I like his shooting. I do, you know what I'm saying? I like there's a multitude of other players in the NBA that I like, but like I want that like not anger, but like there's that meatball part of me that wants that like that same energy that like I'm gonna lock you down on this end of the floor right now, and then I'm gonna score on your ass on the other end right now. And that's just gone. You don't see that as often in the NBA anymore. Everyone's like friends, everyone's buddy. Nobody plays defense. And the other from a X's and O's standpoint, I think what started killing the game of basketball a little bit was the Mike D'Antoni part of basketball, shooting in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock. So a lot of people, and MJ, you could probably attest to this, a lot of people are going to blame it on Steph Curry because Steph Curry likes to shoot threes. It wasn't on Steph Curry. I think it was on a coach. It was on a coach that wanted to emphasize like getting up as many shots as possible. Now you're seeing a combined potentially 73 points, 3-pointers shot in a game combined by both teams, potentially a night. You never saw that before. And while, yeah, that's cool, but you don't see the same like old school Blake Griffin dunks on people. You're not seeing the same like that same competitive edge. And like it's like everyone is like a blueprint copy of someone of players that have been in the NBA. Okay, I need to shoot the three. Okay, I need to shoot the three. Okay, I need to shoot the three. And while positionless basketball in theory is fun, I just think it loses a little bit of its like, I guess, romanticism as the best way I can put it. And I can't put it into like an actual like statistical point. Like, I just think basketball is just more like true and of its form when it's like that. And when it's plumbers, like for like the younger generation to fucking talk shit. Like, I like the plumbers. I like the fact that you had Shaq backing a guy down and dunking on him, pushing him, and then the guy getting up and fucking chucking the basketball at Shaq's head. I like Charles Barkley being able to talk shit to Jordan. I like Jordan being able to tell people to shut the fuck up. Like, I just missed that game. That game was more fun, and I think that we've seen just a steady decline in that, and you're seeing that from the viewership standpoint.
I will say though, Bruce, and I agree, like we have centers now draining it from three, like on the logos. Yeah. We have like Jokic and Wembanyama just hitting threes.
Like from a skill perspective, the NBA is probably the best it's ever been. I'll totally say that. From a skill perspective, it's the best it's ever been. But again, like it has to transfer also on the defensive end. And with that said, I'm sorry, I know you said you wanted to say something too, but like with that said though, your skills at the offensive end should be able to translate onto the defensive end if you actually try. Because I'm sorry, I'm going to say this as a basketball coach, all defenses is about effort. And I saw Jack's comment earlier about saying that ESPN doesn't cover the NBA. I think that's absolute trash. ESPN does a great job of covering the NBA. You want to talk about a sport that the ESPN doesn't cover? Let's talk about NHL hockey.
Fair. I will say, though, I don't know if this is a perfect comparison, but I think it'll get the point across. Like, in the era of Manning, Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, etc., like, they were all breaking passing records, right? You don't really see anybody breaking passing records right now. I wouldn't say that the game is less skilled. I would say the defense caught up to the offense. The game changed. The offense has a advantage when their style changes, a la the 3-point, if you want to compare that to the passing game in the NFL. And I think the defense will catch up. I think the athletes will catch up. I think at some point, maybe getting towards 2029, 2030, we will start to see like true two-way stars again. And I think that will be an emphasis. You will see some team that wins the championship with a historically in the last 15, 20 years, historically bad offense. Like you will see a team like that win a championship, and then all of a sudden defense will be cool again. Because that's what happened is the Warriors went on a run. All of a sudden it was offense. Who can shoot the most threes? Who can have the most, motion, incredible movement offense? Who can just chuck up the most three balls? You made a great point with D'Antoni and the Rockets. And then, the Rockets and the Warriors had all those battles in the West. And then the
Suns
thing.
Suns, dude.
Oh, fair. Yeah, he started it there. And then, with James Harden and CP3 and that team. And then in the East, it was literally just LeBron has turned this league also into drive and kick to three, drive and kick to three, drive and kick to three. And so you either have a good motion offense or you have a drive and kick offense, and that's it. And so
drive and kick is definitely not new again. And like, that like drive and kick.
But the idea of having one main guy like Luka in Dallas or LeBron in LA that drives, and then they've got 4 shooters and you just drive, and that's all you do is pick and roll, drive, kick. And that's
like Jordan had Hodges, Jordan had Kerr, Jordan had, what I'm saying? Like,
right. So obviously that's not new, but with the ability and even the data and stuff that have turned people into such good 3-point shooters, like that is just a whole new game. I wholeheartedly think like at some point defense is going to catch up. It's just going to take some time.
I do want to say something real quick though, because Bruce did touch on it. And MJ, you're right. There's just like the defense hasn't adapted to how well the offense has evolved. And we were still looking at the 2016 Warriors like, oh my gosh, this offense is the best ever. And then we see offenses nowadays replicating that like easily. Like there's offenses that have already hit that efficiency. But I think Bruce also touched on it there's also a lack of effort on the defensive side. And with a lack of effort, I think there's a direct correlation to a lack of passion. And if I'm a passionate sports watcher, I want to see passion portrayed on the court, on the field, etc. I want to see that as a viewer. And when it's not shown, why would I watch the sport?
Right. No, and I agree. And that directly coincides with the two guys that are my favorite basketball players in the NBA right now. Because they both show passion, they both show effort, and they both want to just are competitors.
Yeah. Like it's those close games with good defense at the end. You get a big time shot by a clutch player. Like that's what the NBA is at its core.
Right.
Is a close game like that and
Agreed.
like the drama and all of that.
Agreed.
And that's when you get good rivalries.
Look
and
at the
I think that's why
playoffs. Like you see a huge drop off in scoring in the NBA playoffs because suddenly people want to play defense and people
all of a sudden they know how to play defense. It's crazy,
right? Exactly, because there's effort. Okay, and you see guys picking up like token defense from like full court, like token like a defense guarding the point guard, and then all of a sudden as soon as they hit half court, boom, he's like he's on his ass, and like I get it, like and that's the same way. Like me as a coach, like that's how I had my guys playing. Like I wanted somebody just to, like make the point guard turn, make the point guard turn. You don't have to like stay all up in his face and all up in his grill and like be pressing him, but like just make him turn because you just never know. That's what you see in the NBA in the playoffs. Like you see them pressing, and okay, I get the thought process of like, oh, we can't do this for 82 games, and like I understand that thought because basketball is a grueling sport on your knees and your legs and stuff, and especially with the travel and whatever. But I'm sorry, dude, you guys are staying at luxury hotels, getting the best of the best. Like no one's gonna feel sorry for you. Like you saw Michael Jordan. I'm using
Joel Embiid.
Huh? Like yes, agree. And dude, the fact that Maxey called his ass out too. Hey,
I loved that. Loved that.
Same. Good.
Didn't PG call him out too? Like indirectly?
No, I don't know. And I know that they ended up I saw a report today that Joel Embiid ended up like saying whoever released that information is like a bitch or something like that. He called someone.
I mean, PG said publicly in a press conference, I think, that Jared McCain can't be our most consistent player, that it's depressing. I was like,
it's not wrong. You have a former MVP that refuses to get to touch the fucking court.
I'm 3 days into college.
Hey, Jared McCain's falling off though, and he's vlogging everything, which I just recently learned, which I think is pretty cool. I want everybody to know that.
Yeah. That's the new wave of NBA players. Like we're gonna get more of that.
He's got two sources of income. Jared McCain's vlogging all of his stuff.
He's TikTok famous.
He's like a TikTok guy.
He's on YouTube as well now.
Hey, did you guys ever notice? So random. So did you guys ever notice that? First of all, Myles Garrett needs to get the fuck out of Cleveland. He's having an awesome. He's having an awesome game. Anyway, he's having an awesome game tonight. Please. But did you ever notice that the little elf or whatever it is in the center field in Cleveland has like a hardcore receding hairline?
Of course, you would notice that out of anybody.
I just saw it right now. Like Garrett just had his sack, and I'm like looking. I'm like, damn, dude, that looked like my forehead back in the day. Anyway,
all right, it's time for Coach's Corner.
Woo!
Connor, take me out.
We got Kenny. We got Kenny in there.
Yeah,
Kenny's here.
Oh, real quick, I just want to say hi to Kenny, and then you can take me out.
Oh, okay. I might. Yeah.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
What's up, fellas?
Kenny, what's good, dog?
Kenny, I love that jersey. Let me get it. Can I get a?
What are you rocking?
Yeah.
Can we get a little spin, Kenny? Can we get a little spin?
Is that a Boilermakers? Is that?
I got
that
the earphone. No, it's the Washington, brand new Washington.
You gotta move the beard.
They went a little hard on the gold this time, but yeah, I like
that. Is life goals, man.
He said, "Watch this."
He said,
"Watch this."
Okay, I'm gonna go in the background. I don't know jack about college.
Word. Oh, fuck.
We'll keep y'all company in the background.
Kick me out, Connor.
Under, over. Oh my God, you guys! I missed this bet. I'm sorry, real quick. So I had Nick Chubb over 12.5 yards rushing in the first quarter. He had 11.
See,
anyway,
that's why I don't gamble, Bruce. That's
unreal. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Kenny.
All right. First game I got for you guys is Army versus Notre Dame. It's at Yankee Stadium. It's Notre Dame's newest edition of the Shamrock Series. So they're actually in Army's backyard, but it's considered a home game for Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame favored by 14.5 points. Over under last I saw was 45.5. I would love to think that Notre Dame is going to struggle against Army. I would really like to think that Army's offense is going to be terrific and Army's defense is going to be able to hold Notre Dame back. But I just don't. I don't see it. I don't buy it. So I'm going to take Notre Dame 31-17 in this one, especially with those unis that they're rocking.
Yeah, dude. I agree with you, man. Like, I really want Army to be like really, really good. And ever since Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois, like they've been on a revenge tour, for lack of a better way to put it. You know what? I had a feeling about Wisconsin, and my shit almost came to fruition. I don't have that same feeling for this one. I think you're 100% correct, Kenny. I'm gonna go Notre Dame wins 31-17.
Man, I would love to see Army beat Notre Dame because I don't care for Notre Dame. I know y'all are from that area, but football wise, I just don't care.
Doesn't mean jack shit.
yeah. Well, football wise,
I think Notre Dame's overrated, and I think they live off their history.
Well, teams tend to do that when you don't really have much fire left in the tank. You know, you're pretty much everything's been evaporated at that point. But I would love to see Army beat Notre Dame. Will it happen? No. I mean, Notre Dame's been, like you said, Bruce, has pretty much put on a tear since their loss. I mean, they put 28 points against Miami of Ohio, but I'm sure they put like second string players in. I'm sure they didn't start players, you know. So it's going to be, if you look at the Navy game, Notre Dame put what, like 52 points, 51 points on Navy. Yeah, 51 points on Navy. It's probably going to be the same outcome. I think Army's a little bit better, so I'll say like 41-20 is what the final score will be.
I like that. All right, next game I got for you guys is BYU and Arizona State. I was surprised to find Arizona State is a 3-point favorite, so it's essentially a pick'em game, but still to be favored by 3, considering the season that they're having. Over-unders at 48.5. I think BYU absolutely needs to win this game to even remain relevant in the conversation for the playoffs, let alone the Big 12 conversation. So I'm going to stick with BYU on this one. I think it's a very close game, but I think BYU wins 28-24.
Oof. I'll be honest with you. I don't know enough about Arizona State to actually really think about this. I know BYU has BYG at quarterback, which is awesome. No laughter on that one. You guys didn't think that was funny? He's a Jewish guy playing for BYU. It's hilarious. Anyway,
we know, Bruce.
All right. You guys are assholes.
Let the record show I laughed in the background, so did Cy.
Because y'all don't know college ball. That's why you.
So he's a Jewish guy at a Mormon school. It's fucking hilarious.
You thought it was funny.
I thought it was hilarious a couple weeks ago when Connor mentioned it. I'm sorry.
I mentioned it already.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. Anyway,
roll the tape because I laughed at Connor's show.
Yeah, he did.
Whatever. All right. Anyway, you guys are assholes. BYU ends up throwing for 4 touchdown passes. BYU wins 35-24.
I'm gonna disagree with y'all because I've seen BYU ever since they barely beat Utah. Kenny wanted to have Utah as one of the games on here, and I told him no because Utah is not a good team. They're not a good team. You barely this week, you barely beat Utah by 1 point. Then you lose to Kansas the next week. You've already been told this is going to be the game that you really need to play, and you failed. I mean, you didn't meet what you were supposed to be. So I think they're going to lose this game. I've watched several Arizona State games. One has been against a win over Mississippi State, and they've played pretty good. They have a good running game. And BYU won't be able to handle the run this game. I'm going to give it to Arizona State. I think it's going to be like 27-24. Give me that score.
Give me that filet-o-fish.
Yeah, that's on me because I just looked it up. Arizona State actually has an 8-2 record. They're 5-2 in the conference. So that's on me. I may have to. No, I'm gonna stick with BYU just because
BYU, dude. BYU.
I think BYU has the horses to overtake her. I think the Big 12 overall might be the weakest of the Big Four right now. But I'll stick with BYU this week.
Can you just say a BYU?
No, not trying to get canceled, Bruce.
Who's going to cancel you? I ain't canceling you.
All right, so next game I got is SMU against Virginia.
BYU.
SMU's favored by 9.5 points. I got the over-under at 57.5. I've secretly liked SMU for a while now. I think that they made the absolute right move switching over to the ACC, even if they had to pay for it. They came in at the right time to start to ruffle some feathers in that conference. So I'm all aboard SMU. I don't think that they cover, though. I think it's going to be a closer game.
Would you have them at? Sorry, would you have them at, Kenny? Sorry,
I had them at 9.5 with the over under at 57.5.
All right, still the same.
So I have them. I have SMU winning 27-24 in a closer game.
Ooh, see, I actually disagree on that. I think SMU is going to light up Virginia. I don't think Virginia's defense is very good. The last I saw, so I'm going to say I'm gonna say like 45. I'll say 45-21. Hi, Cy. The fuck?
Oh, okay. Kind of. All right. I guess I'll go. I watch ACC football because of Clemson, so I'm not too unfamiliar with Virginia. There's certain things that I wish Virginia would do better. But I'm looking at their schedule now. There's games I've missed, and they've looked pretty decent aside from playing teams like Clemson. You beat Pitt, who has a pretty good defense.
Man,
I think this game's going to be a little bit closer because SMU has struggled in the conference. They went into overtime versus Duke. We didn't see them struggle against Pitt, but, I mean, you just got to – is it going to be one of those nights where SMU is going to struggle as a group of 5 SMU, or are they going to prevail as a power for SMU? And I think this game, it's going to be a group of 5 SMU, but I will give them the win. It's just going to be closer, in my opinion. I'm going to say it's going to be 31-24.
All right, next game I got is a top 5 matchup. Indiana heading to Columbus to play the Ohio State. Ohio State opened as a 10-point favorite. It's expanded to 12.5. The over-under is at 51.5. Ohio State needs this game in order to stay in contention for the Big Ten championship. Oregon's already made it. So I've got Ohio State winning by a large margin because I think that they're going to be out to prove something here. 49-17. Will Howard has a day.
God, it sucks too because, like, I'll be honest with you, I actually really want Indiana, and nothing against Kenny, like, at all. Just so you know, Kenny. So take that out of there. I know you're going to be hearing me say this, but like, I really, really want to say Indiana like pulls the upset and just like the Cinderella like goes past midnight type thing. But like, dude, that clock is fucking tolling, and it's not going to end well. I think that Ohio State kicks the shit out of Indiana, and as much as I want to see Indiana continue this awesome ride, but yeah, no, Ohio State fucking kills them a lot to a little.
There's a scenario, although Indiana's ranked 5.
Here we go.
If Ohio State blows the brakes off of them, they won't make the college football playoffs. There's no way. Because guess who's behind Indiana? There's so many teams behind Indiana that are reaching that college football berth that Indiana won't make it. But if they barely lose Ohio, I would see a chance where Indiana could still make the playoffs.
How far is their fall from grace if they get their asses kicked by Ohio State, though?
It could be detrimental. BYU went from 6 to 14 losing to Kansas.
Yeah, their chance to make the playoffs drops to less than 5.
So
5%.
And that's just losing the game, right, Kenny?
Yeah, just losing it. If they get blown out,
that's just losing
in the top 20.
That's what I'm saying. If they get blown out, it's over. So I'm going to agree with you guys. Although I would love for IU to win the game, there's no way they will. I think you're right, Kenny. Ohio State's got something to prove. You lose to Oregon, you can't lose again. You're going to blow. Give me, I want to say like Give me 51-30.
I don't think Indiana's scoring that much.
I love watching their offense, though.
It depends because it's supposed to snow in Columbus now too. So you're going to add the weather to it. You're going to add at least 102,000 fans, where Indiana Stadium holds, I think, less than 40. So it's going to be a totally different environment for them. If it was at Indiana in the quarry at night, Indiana plays a much closer game. But since it's in Columbus, it's a day game. Ohio State shows up for that. I think they crush them.
I'm curious how many Indiana fans show up for that game.
So I've been to Indiana a few times for an Ohio State game, and it's usually mostly Ohio State. Like, they're able to do the OHIO chant throughout all four corners of the stadium pretty easily.
Yeah, but Indiana also wasn't undefeated at the time you go into those games either.
Yeah, the last time I went, I think it was like the second or third game of the season. The time before that, they were actually bowl eligible, but you're right, they were not, super. They weren't having
or
the season
ranked fifth in the nation.
Yeah, but Indiana's not going to travel. I don't think Indiana travels as well as Ohio State does. So I think.
I agree. I agree. No, I agree with that. I do. I agree with that. But I'm just curious to see like what the I don't know what the turnout would be for Indiana's fans. I mean, if it was a basketball game, oh my god.
Yeah, Ohio State doesn't really play basketball. I mean, they do, but they don't.
They used to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, last game I got for you boys. I got Ole Miss, Florida. I got Ole Miss favored by 10.5. Over-unders at 55.5. Honestly, I don't see Florida doing a whole lot in this game. As much as I like to root against Lane Kiffin, I don't think Florida has the horses for this one at all. So I'll take Ole Miss 38, Florida 24.
Yeah, all right. I like that. And I think you're also looking at a potential sleeper for a national champion in this game. I said
it. Is that all you had to say, Bruce?
Yeah, because I think
Ole Miss is a potential national championship. We haven't watched the greatest rivalry in college football yet.
I said, okay, relax with your egg fucking bowl or whatever the fuck it's called.
I was gonna say the game's more important, but
the game is newly named.
Was a sleeper national champion, and I don't think they're going to be. I said it's a sleeper pick. Ergo, I think they end up knocking someone out in the playoffs. That should be, yeah.
But is it still a sleeper pick if they spent as much money in the NIL in the transfer portal? More money than Ohio State spent. I feel like Ole Miss is, if they don't make the playoffs or if they struggle in the playoffs, it's seen as a very bad year for Lane Kiffin.
I mean, that's a great point.
The expectation should have been they should be top of the SEC right now.
I don't disagree with that. That's a great point. No, I don't disagree with that. Like, that's a good point. You're right. So, like, that being said, like, Ohio State's also ranked number 2 and they're ranked number 9. So if we want to go by rankings, you're going by money. I get why you're saying it. I don't disagree with you. But, yeah. Yay, Lane Kiffin. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I think he's a douche.
I'm ready for that in Oxford next week because I'm traveling for that game. So when that happens, I'll let you guys know. But for this game, Florida just came off a big win versus LSU. LSU beat Ole Miss in Death Valley. And so you're looking at this like, okay, well, Florida might have a chance. I think this is a closer game than people are expecting. Florida has been sneaky. We thought Florida was going to be this this team that was not going to be any good. And they've shown some light. I mean, Billy Napier's fighting for his job right now. So Florida's won that little LSU game last week. I think they still have a little bit to prove. Which Ole Miss defense am I getting? Am I getting the Ole Miss defense that played Georgia? Or am I getting the Ole Miss defense that played LSU or Kentucky maybe? This is going to be a close game. I think LSU still pulls it out. Give me 34-30 Ole Miss. Is that it, Kenny?
Those are my 5 for you guys. I could always dig more up if you want. There's a ton of games this week.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Hold on. A buddy of mine. So in our group chat for fantasy football, so we have a guy that lives in Cleveland, and Cleveland's winning right now. And another friend was like, "Oh, just so you guys know, here's the kicker: all Thursday night games are on Amazon." I'm like, "Oh my god, thanks for letting me know." It's like I didn't fucking know that. Like, what are you doing?
It's almost like when you told us there was a Jewish quarterback starting at BYU, Bruce.
Guys, hey, did you guys know that this guy's nickname is BYU? And I'm not even kidding. In Chicago, Kenny, you can hear in Chicago. David Kaplan says it like every time they talk about it. He's like, "Yeah, his nickname's BYU. It's hilarious." No one's getting canceled.
Does he wear a yarmulke under his helmet?
I would guess no.
Right. Right.
Those helmets get they have to be just
I don't know.
right.
People got dreads underneath them helmets. Think yarmulke couldn't fit?
I got a bald head underneath that helmet. Kenny, can you imagine putting a chin strap on that shit right now? Look at that fucking beard.
No, I can't. I've actually thought about it too. I have my old helmet downstairs, and it wouldn't be quite right. And the beard
it wouldn't be quite right. Yeah, exactly. You'd be spreading that beard the way I spread butter on
slippery slope.
You like that? Oh, let's go. MJ, you jumping back in here? Sai, you jumping in? Let's go. You guys touching each other? What are you doing?
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Guys. We're not touching nobody right now.
Whoa.
Okay?
I don't want to be sandwiched between MJ and Bruce.
That's a good song. I don't want to be touching nobody.
Nobody right now. Don't want to be touching nobody but you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. First game, we had the Steelers and Browns. At the time, the Steelers were favored by 3.5. I actually had I had the Browns covering, Steelers winning.
Believe it or not, I had the same thing as you, Bruce. I had Steelers got to win this purely for the fact of it's cold and defense is really going to matter in this game. Yeah, the Browns might be winning right now, but Steelers got this in the long run.
Steelers good, Browns bad. Steelers win.
I pounded the under in this game too.
I did a mix of both, but my bet's looking good right now, so we'll take it.
Well, yeah.
Kenny, what you got?
I don't think there's a universe where I'd pick the Browns over the Steelers. Steelers all day.
Steelers.
Got it.
Yeah, the bet's looking good. So
Next game, the Minnesota Vikings go into Chicago to face the bum-ass Chicago Bears. The Vikings are favored by 3.5. Over-under is 39.5. I have the Vikings winning 55-10. And Caleb Williams throws for a touchdown and 200 yards.
Yeah. So I like the Vikings winning, but I don't like 55-10. I like more like 34-13. I'm going to be a little more realistic, but I got to take the Vikings here. Until the Bears can show me that they actually know how to play football, I'm not picking them.
Oddly enough, I actually have a feeling they're going to win this game, but I'm not picking them to fucking win. Fuck them.
Yeah, you can't pick them rest of the year. Sorry to break it to you.
I'll do it, Bruce. I said the Bears win. Sam Darnold chokes. Sam Darnold sucks. Even more than the Bears. Yeah, do that again, Connor. Do that again, Connor. Yeah.
I think the Vikings defense could score more than the Bears offense.
That's what I was gonna say.
I would totally take that bet with both of you, actually.
Well, the only way the Vikings would have lost this game is if JJ McCarthy was playing. So Vikings win.
I like that.
Caleb throws 3 interceptions and gets sacked just as many times, if not more.
Oh my God, Kenny, he doesn't throw 3 picks.
Skull. Vikings win.
Next game. Buccaneers. The Buccaneers at the Fighting DeVitos. The Buccaneers.
Let's go, Bucks, baby.
I don't care what the spread is. I don't care what the anything is. Bucks.
Just let Baker do.
Just Bucks.
Just let Baker do.
Agree. Bucks. I got Bucks. It's
Baker's
-5.5.
Yeah,
Ortiz.
Bucks.
Are the Giants
Connor?
home?
Yeah, Giants are at
Shut
home.
up.
This is an emotional pick. Give me the Giants.
The Fighting
I need the
Illini-
Bucks to
Shut
lose.
your
The Fighting Illini
Shut your
Fighting
Banana
Weirdos are not
Republic.
gonna do anything.
Banana
I
Republic.
wish I had some Banana Republic.
I used to love Banana Republic. I used to have
I
a
got a
bunch of
Vineyard
those
Vine
Banana
shirt.
You
and
look
I
like you
feel
used to love
You
Banana
look like
Republic.
you-
My mama got me a Vineyard Vine shirt, and I feel bougie.
Next shirt. Next one.
Next shirt.
The New England Patriots are at the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored by 7. The Patriots are going to be standing in that hot sun. The hot sun. The over-under is at 46.5. I think the Dolphins get that by themselves.
Hold
The
on,
Dolphins
hold on.
win.
Hello?
The
Hello?
Dolphins
Is
win.
is that the line? Is that the line that I'm calling?
The line.
Is that the line?
Hold on.
Is
Oh
that-
the
God.
line?
Is that the line?
Is that the line?
I would. What are you talking about? I would not call a line on this one. I would pound the shit out of the Dolphins -7.
Okay, Dolphins are gonna win, but if you're betting on this game, guys, read my phone. It says
Call
the
line.
Call the line.
There's a higher
If there's a
likelihood-
call the line game
gonna
this
bet on
week,
this
Bruce,
game.
it's got to be this
But
one.
call the line.
It's got to be this one.
No, I think I have a few. No, there's a few coming up that you'll. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, I'm watching the ticker.
There can be multiple call lines, you guys. You know, it can't just be one. There can be.
Oh my God! Just pick the fucking game.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Since we're asking.
Finza.
Jesus. Next game: Titans at Texans. Texans are -7.5. Over under is set at 4.5, or excuse me, 40,
Texans.
4.5.
Excellent. Nico's back.
I got Texans, and I got Texans, and I got the under.
Texans over.
Texans over.
Texans.
Houston by 1 million.
Next
CJ.
game: Chiefs at Panthers. Chiefs are favored by 10.5. Yeah, the Chiefs are pissed. This is a vacation for them going out to Carolina. I'm gonna go Chiefs by 1 million over.
Chiefs win, Panthers cover, and the under.
I'm gonna agree with what MJ said. I feel like
Shocker.
Panthers are gonna-
Shocker there. Gotta agree with Daddy.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chupati.
I'm gonna
It's
agree.
okay. You're Connor's daddy.
What?
That is true.
Ain't nobody my daddy but my daddy.
My daughter is like the only person that called me daddy, and maybe sometimes my wife.
I was gonna say.
Hold on now. Hold on now.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
It's a chopper.
On the right.
Go ahead. What are we talking about?
Just making sure there was no knife being thrown at me when I said that.
Yeah, you better watch out, brother.
I'll take the Chiefs. I think whoever wrote the NFL schedule this year, knowing that the Bills were going to beat the Chiefs, gave them an easy layup with the Panthers afterwards. So I'll take the Chiefs.
It's a good script, isn't it, Kenny? It's a good
Oh my
script.
God!
I'm not saying
Kenny,
script.
don't
I'm
give
saying
them
the
a
schedule
chance.
writers, because the Bills and Chiefs, that was a tough matchup. The Bills obviously should have won and did. Give the Chiefs a little bit of a respite. Give them a chance to recuperate against an easier opponent the next week. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying script. I'm just saying somebody's favoring the Chiefs a little bit too much.
Connor, you look like a Mississippi State dormitory wall. I don't want to hear it.
If anybody's calling anybody daddy, it's got to be the Carolina Panthers with Patrick Mahomes. He's got to be due for a field day sometime.
No, it's the Chicago Bears to Jordan Love.
Jordan Love leads the league in interceptions.
No,
Don't even get out of here.
no.
Get out of here with Jordan Love. Jordan Love has been boo-boo.
Jordan Love is
Bad.
more inclined to throw an
Get outta
interception.
Derek
LaFleur,
Carr's
on
been
the
better
other
than
hand.
Jordan Love. Get out of here.
Brother,
Next game.
Next game.
Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Commodores. I'm going to pick the Cowboys.
Yikes.
Hold on, time out. The Commanders are favored by 10.5. That's outrageous. And the over/under is at 44.5. Cowboys. You know what? I'm gonna say the Cowboys pull one out of their ass here. Cowboys win. Cowboys cover.
Ooh.
Commanders win. Commanders cover. We them boys. They're not anymore. Hate to break it
With
to y'all.
Cooper Rush, they win?
It's okay.
No,
Trey Lance will come in
with Trey Lance.
Come on, baby. Y'all don't know the
with Trey
drill.
Lance they cover.
Only
Trey Lance is playing.
But I also think that I think their defense shows up because I think Jaden Daniels is starting. I think Jaden Daniels is starting to be seen as a fraud that he is.
Caleb Williams isn't.
Nope.
Caleb Williams has actually gotten better.
Defense is
it's fine.
Rattled with injuries.
Despite that offensive line, he's gotten better.
They're rattled with injuries.
Kenny.
Riddled.
Riddled.
Don't
care.
Well, he could be rattled too, but they are riddled.
See?
English teacher 101.
Yeah. Commanders win. Cowboys cover.
I want the
Daniels 2 picks.
I'll take the Commanders, and I think Mike McCarthy gets fired after the game.
That's not gonna happen.
Ooh, hot takes and sausage. Jerry's World.
It's not gonna happen. I love it.
Jerry's World is either rattled or it's riddled.
Hot takes and sausage.
Have your players wear sunshades during the games.
Next one. We got the Lions.
Build the stadium the right way. Sorry.
Lions at Colts. Lions at Colts. Lions are favored by 7.5. Over under is set to 50.5. A lot of people are talking about how the Lions are not going, or excuse me, how the Colts are going to be able to cover this line. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Anthony Richardson throws like fucking 5 picks, fumbles the ball. I have the Detroit Lions winning 42-17.
Anthony Richards, is this a noon game?
Yes, it is.
Anthony Richardson is going to be waving the white flag by 2:02 Eastern time.
People flamed me last week for calling him not an NFL quarterback.
Anthony Richardson.
Who flamed you?
Connor, you look like the
Jack
yellow
was
Reese's logo.
Jack was one of them because
I
he had
didn't blame
one
you.
good game last week. One good game he had last week.
I called that before too. I said
He's
that.
still Badussy.
No one gives me credit on my Bo Nix take. He's motherfuckers.
Connor, you look like
You've had a lot of bad takes, my friend. That's why we're not giving you credit.
Connor, you look like a banana pudding pie. I don't want to hear it.
MJ, you can tell me what I look like, but I called your wedding band zesty earlier.
So pump the brakes there, killer.
My wedding band?
I will pump the brakes.
Yeah, a white wedding band is zesty. That's
it's
like what,
it's rubber so that I don't lose my real ring at work. It's rubber so I don't lose my real ring at work.
Be white.
I mean, it doesn't have to be white. That's zesty. Thank you, Kenny.
Hold on, time out. I have a silver. I have my silver one on right now.
Yeah, silver's fine.
I've got like 3 different colors. I've got a white one, I've got a black one, I've got a silver one.
Where's something less zesty?
Black.
Connor, there is no way that you are talking about being zesty, brother.
I ain't zesty.
You want me to post the group chat?
I ain't zesty.
You want me to pull up the group chat right now, Connor?
There's a difference in me. There's a difference in meaning something and joking. You mean to wear that white wedding band. You mean to wear that white wedding band. It's zesty.
Thanks, sir. All right, next game.
Give me the Lions.
Lying.
Broncos at Raiders.
Yeah, Colton has bent over like Connor wants to.
Broncos. Oh my God. Broncos are favored by 6.5. Over under set at 41.5. I have the Broncos winning, and I'm gonna go the under.
How are we gonna call the line after the Broncos just absolutely destroyed the Falcons last week?
Literally.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not calling the line for this game, guys. We're not calling the line.
What's the game?
It's Broncos and Raiders. Broncos win this one.
Bo, I can't say his last name is going to have himself.
Why can't you say his last name?
Is that political correctness?
It's for political reasons. I can't say his last name.
I guarantee you, he can't even tell you why. It's just because Jack doesn't like him.
No, that's actually exactly the reason why.
Oh my God!
Bo Nix is arguably
doesn't even know why Jack doesn't like him.
Size the biggest glazer in the.
Bo Nix is older than Peyton Manning, starting in his first season.
If anybody's zesty, it's Cy.
Okay,
Bo Nix right now is.
Look at that haircut. He got like one little curl hanging from the other edge.
Thanks, guys.
He got clipped by a 42-year-old man today.
Superman had one curl hanging from the edge.
It was by a woman. I don't know her name, and that's for the best.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on, time out. Why does Cy kind of just sound like Sketch right there?
Cool.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Makes millions.
Bro, you just sound like Sketch. I go lie.
Kenny, do you know who Sketch is?
Not a clue. I'm just reacting to Sai's face as Bruce is talking to him.
Yes, Kenny, you know who Sketch is.
Special teams, special
yeah,
players,
okay.
special plays.
I know the kid. I don't know his name.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I got it.
That guy.
What's up, brother?
Is it in, brother?
Yes, I would never know.
Oh my god!
crazy.
All right, next game. 49ers at.
Whoa! It's that small.
49ers at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 3.
Listen,
Okay, so real quick here, no. In all seriousness, this is a team that this is a team, and MJ can probably attest to this. The 49ers have historically owned the Packers. The Packers if the Packers win this game, it's a statement type game for them, I think. And it puts them saying, like, shut the fuck up, 49ers. You're out of the fucking playoffs. Get the fuck out of our lives. We're done with you. That's it. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think CMC runs hog wild, and 49ers win. Fuck the Packers.
Okay.
I thought Sorry, go ahead, Sai.
So, this is the first game in like 2 years that the 49ers have been underdogs, and it's for a reason. I'm going to look at you in the eyes, MJ. Packers win. Packers cover. The 49ers aren't good.
Dang.
Brock Purdy's probably going to be out.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you. Brandon Allen is not a good quarterback. They're going to lose.
Trent Williams and Bosa are also out. Just to let you guys know.
There's a reason why the 49ers are underdogs for the first time in 2 years. Tigers are going to win.
The Packers should be a higher. Should be a
Packers are going to win the NL Central. We're going to win Central.
Fine.
The Central isn't a division, but good try.
The
North. It hasn't been the Central.
The Central hasn't existed.
I know that.
You weren't even alive. You weren't even alive for the end.
Yeah. Okay. He needs to stop. Can we kick him out?
Okay, Connor, go ahead.
You fucking sketch 2.0. Shut up.
Dang.
Fuck you, Bruce. That's not nice.
He's a Glazer when he's betting against I guess one of the favorite teams. Oh man.
I just said the 49ers aren't gonna win. If I was glazing, I'd say the 49ers are gonna win.
They're saying you're glazing me.
Oh, boo.
Go ahead, Connor.
I wasn't saying that at all. I think it's hilarious. I just think it's fucking hilarious.
I'm just here for the action. I'm gonna get some popcorn. You guys are
Connor, go ahead.
Dang, I really don't want to bet on the Packers to win this game, but Sai's argument was so compelling, I might have to go the Packers and the NBA Central.
Thank you.
The NBA Central.
Yeah, I said
NBA Centel.
So in the Smythe Conference, you have the Packers. No,
Seahawks are still in the AFC.
I think the 49ers historically are better than the Packers, but I thought that was in the playoffs. I thought in the regular season, Green Bay had the advantage over San Francisco. Mm-hmm. Also, with all the issues that the 49ers are having, I will once again side with Green Bay. I think they're going to win. It's at Lambeau, too?
Yes.
Correct. It's also going to be a snow game.
If the 49ers win this game...
How are they only favored by 3? If the Packers were a legitimately good team, and I actually do think they're a good team, you're an idiot. Shut up. Like, I do
because Brock Purdy hasn't been ruled out yet.
I do actually think that the Packers are a good team. I just think that, like, if they were to win this game, it might compel me to be like, okay, they're a really good team. But no one in this division right now is better than the Lions.
The Packers are a good team.
All right.
Bruce.
Let me handle this.
Let Daddy handle it.
Okay, Daddy, Sal. Okay, Daddy.
I'm going to give you a slip to that.
Let Daddy handle this. I'm not using hyperbole when I say this. If the Packers win this game, the Packers win the Super Bowl.
Amen.
If the Packers, no,
I pick the 49ers.
If they beat the 49ers, who haven't even
even Kenny's like, get the fuck out of here.
The 49ers are like last in their division.
Oh my god!
Shut up and let me talk. You banana republic looking Reese's peanut butter stuff.
Last in their division.
Shut up.
Let me talk.
I'm gonna fucking grab him. I'm gonna grab a beer.
Jack, you hide behind your little dog aviator. I don't want to even freaking hear from you, brother. I don't want to hear Jack from you, Jack. Dang. The way
Great timing.
The way that Bruce and Kenny feel about the Packers is the way that Packers fans feel about the 49ers. It's not just a regular season game. It's not just a game where we can prove against a decent defense and a very skilled offense what we can do on both sides of the ball. It's not just a game that would take us to 8-3 and put us in really good position in the wild card and in position that we could win the division if they beat the Lions and do a couple other things for the rest of the season. It's not just those things. It is 110% mental. And if you want to hear mental, talk to Kenny and Bruce. And not just because they're Bears fans. They also played sports at a high level, and they can tell you what mental can do for you. When the Packers went on their Super Bowl run, they should not have beaten the teams that they beat. But they beat them, including Chicago, who was better than Green Bay that season. 100%. Going into that game, Chicago was supposed to win that football game. They were in Chicago, cold weather. Jay Cutler, not Jay Cutler. Who was it?
They sucked.
Who was it? Who was the quarterback?
Wait, which game are you talking about? You talking about in
2010 NFC Championship game?
That was when Cutler tore his MCL and then Caleb.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You didn't see Devin Hester. If you saw Devin Hester, that was a touchdown. Go ahead.
When the Packers went on that run, and the reason that they haven't won the big games like Nate talked about before, in my opinion, is pure mental. Like, they walked into some of those games believing they would lose. They walked into some of those games with the mindset that they could not get over that hump. And it was not a cohesive unit that was in it together. I truly believe this team has what it takes to make one of those runs. But if they lose against San Francisco, that demon is going to be haunting them through the rest of the season. I don't even care if it's an ugly win against San Francisco. I don't care if it's an ugly win in a snow game without Brock Purdy. They only beat them by 3.
It's a win.
A win against San Francisco here sets them up, not just position-wise and logically, but subconsciously, mentally, for their momentum. This is the biggest game of the season. I don't care about division games. I don't care about their second game against the Lions. I really don't. This is the most important game of the season for them, and I do think that they're going to win. Brock Purdy being out would help, obviously, but really, I think Trent Williams and Bosa, no disrespect to Brock Purdy, are way bigger pieces. Way bigger pieces. I mean, the Packers pass rush has not been good. Not having Trent Williams to go against would be huge. And then their offensive line is second best in the NFL right now. But anytime you don't have to face either of the Bosa brothers.
I think having Jair Alexander, doesn't he have like something torn or something partial torn too?
Yeah, partially torn PCL.
Yeah.
Can he go?
Yeah, but if it's a snow game, I'm not too worried.
Where can he go?
I dropped out.
If it's a snow game against a backup quarterback, I'm really not worried about our secondary.
So, dude, actually, I think you and I are on the same page with this. Like, genuinely, I actually do think that. The only thing that I do think this is like the biggest game for the 49ers, or excuse me, for the Packers this year. The only thing I'll actually disagree with you on to an extent is I think that the magic for the Packers was more so for last year than it is for this year. The only reason why I'm saying that is because of the streak that Jordan Love was on last year. Because you haven't seen him mimic that same magic.
You realize this week is the week when that started last year, right?
Well, let's see what happens.
Right. That's my whole point.
Team coming into this week.
I just haven't. So like I haven't seen like okay, great.
Everybody was saying the same thing last year.
He also got hurt too.
Right.
But but there was a proven track record that I saw then that I thought that would be like it gave me as a Bears fan like an oh shit, here we go again. Like they fucking found someone once again. But this year I don't get that same feeling, to be honest with you. I don't get that same like
Bruce. He has like the same numbers as Patrick Mahomes.
Just wait.
Again, okay, but
we've established Patrick Mahomes is having an off year.
Right, but Patrick Mahomes is getting blazed for winning. Jordan Love has missed a couple games. The Packers are 7-3. They're in a great position in the hardest division in football, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, he's screwed. He's horrible."
No, I'm not saying he's horrible.
I'm not saying he's horrible. He's just
I think he's a good NFL quarterback.
Both y'all are just pissed that your quarterbacks historically suck. Kenny, you don't get
I have
I'm not, dude. I was just giving him credit.
Ever.
I think he's a good quarterback. I just don't see him.
Connor, you've got one good quarterback in your history, and it was just because of volume. You've got one good quarterback in your history, and it was just because of volume. And after that, your franchise literally crumbled.
There's a lot of
you're relying on a 34-year-old Mormon right now. I don't want to hear it.
That don't get luck in quarterbacks. I mean, you can name tons of franchises that don't have a top 3 quarterback of all time. Yeah, I mean, I could name 29, 30 other teams that don't have a top 3 quarterback of all time.
Yeah, and the Saints are one track.
No, the Saints are one of them.
You're the only person in this room that thinks Drew Brees is a top 3 quarterback ever.
You know my opinions on Drew Brees.
I don't think he is. I know he is.
You're also a fan of the team. So you're biased.
And you're right, but whenever
numbers I can come up with plenty of top 3s that don't include Brees or Rodgers.
I think there's one player you could put in front of Brees, and I would agree.
Kenny, how you doing, man?
But if you can give me a compelling argument, we can do this next week. If you can give me a compelling argument for any other quarterback,
I'll give you 10.
Oh, fucking jealous.
I'll give you 10.
I will applaud you.
I'll give you 10.
Well, think about it next week.
I'll give you 10.
We'll talk about it. Okay,
I'll
give me 10 next week.
There's
not 10, but you can give me 10.
I will give you a PowerPoint presentation. I will stand up in this room and give you a PowerPoint presentation on 10 quarterbacks that are better all time than Drew Brees.
And you won't be able to. I mean, you can try, but I mean,
what do you mean I won't be able to? If you know who I am,
you can try, MJ. I don't even need notes. I can do it right now. But we don't have time for that.
I can run circles around you so well. I could tell you Mitch Trubisky was better than Drew Brees, and you would believe it.
Ooh,
go ahead, tell me. There's no way.
No.
Connor, who's your daddy?
My father.
Right there. That's you right
Who's
there.
your daddy?
Not you.
That's you right
That's
there.
you.
Who's your daddy?
Right there.
Not you.
Right there.
Drew Brees.
That was a good answer, actually. That's pretty funny.
That's probably the only good answer.
Oh, wait, all right, real quick. Top five quarterbacks of all time. Don't say anything. Just say your quarterbacks. That's it.
In order.
That's it. No, you can just say top 5. You can just say like whatever.
Just
all
okay,
right,
just
now.
in general.
Yeah, just in general. Mine personally.
I'll count for you.
Like
Tom
me
Brady.
specifically, or anybody?
I'm going first. Tom Brady. Peyton Manning. Patrick Mahomes. Joe Montana.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees.
Thank you.
I give Drew
Okay.
Brees 5.
I'll go, and this is not in order.
I'm gonna put them in order.
Brady, Manning, Rodgers, and then I'll go Marino, Mahomes.
Yeah, dude, that like Brees. Okay, for me, honestly, MJ, that was a good call because like Marino was like one that like it was between him. And
If
Brees,
Marino played currently, he would be the best quarterback ever.
You throw for 7,000 yards.
Connor, he put up better numbers than Drew Brees in his sleep.
There's not a single quarterback that's put up better numbers than Drew Brees ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, stop!
There's not a single quarterback ever.
Connor, shut up! Sai, can you mute his ass?
Wait, I want to get my top 5.
I got you.
All right, I'll go. I don't know my 5th one. Manning, Brady, Marino, Montana. Man, fine. I guess I'll go Mahomes. I'd rather pick Big Ben, but I'd be laughed at. So Mahomes.
I wish you would have picked Big Ben. I wanted to fucking roast you for that.
Wait, what? So Kenny, what were your top 5?
Manning, Brady, Marino, Montana, Mahomes.
And you were considering Ben Roethlisberger instead of Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, listen, if Connor gets to pick Drew Brees, at least I can pick a quarterback that's done something.
Dang!
I'll argue you too. I've already beat you in an argument, Kenny. I'll argue you too. Come on,
Connor.
Oh my God,
Connor, I literally number 1 just to mess with you is going to be Eli Manning.
Hold up, let me get my top 5. In order.
Number 1 just to mess with you is going to be Eli Manning.
Brady's number 1.
All right.
Then Brees. Then Peyton Manning.
You are on crack cocaine.
Then
you're wrong.
Then Aaron Rodgers.
You're on crack cocaine.
And then Steve Young.
Steve Young?
Yes, I said it, Steve
Over
Young.
Joe
And I have an
Montana?
argument for Steve Young as well.
Over Dan Marino?
Ladies and gentlemen,
have an
if
argument
you
for
or
Steve
someone
Young
you
as well.
know, like Connor,
Steve
are
Young.
addicted to heroin,
Give me Steve
please
Young.
get some help.
The South Mississippi
Please
special.
get some help.
Get some help.
Connor, I know that the state you live in is the worst in education in the country, but like, please get some help.
Me putting Steve Young in my top 5 is almost as comparable as you putting Drew Brees out of your top 5. It's almost there, but it's not. Mine is a little bit more acceptable than your take.
No.
Than me putting Dan Marino?
Than you not putting Brees in your top 5. It's a little bit more acceptable, yes. Because
my friend, you did not just say that.
We'll wait next week, MJ. We'll wait next week to have some chaos. But I don't think you can name 5 quarterbacks.
I feel like we need a whole show. Can
Yeah,
Connor and I
might
just
have a whole show?
Can Connor and I just get a whole show?
Can we get a one-off with just them arguing?
That is the look on my face when Connor opens his freaking mouth.
That's a good. Okay.
I know ball, and I've watched a lot.
I don't even care about the rest of the NFL slate. I'm done.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce. No, we're done. Go to the screen. We're done. Hey, Bruce.
I don't know. Hi, MJ. What's up?
How about them Bears?
Bears.